Welcome back. All right, so imagine this. You're driving, you accidentally run a red light, and then boom, you get a text. Now that text is actually a citation from the police department.
Yeah, and that's the gist of the Trusted Drivers program. It's underway right now in Windcrest. We've done stories on it, but we got a lot of questions. And joining us now to talk about the program, how it works, Val Garcia, who's the president and the founder of the program, and Aric Jimenez, who is the CTO. Val, you're a former police officer. Aric, you're the technology guy. First off, this is a program that residents have to sign up for. They do so online. They volunteer their cell number and driver's license info. How else does this work?
So the Trusted Driver program is a true partnership between the community, law enforcement, and city leaders. What it really does is minimizes interactions between the police and the motorists when it comes to traffic stops. But here at Trusted Driver, we really focus on a few key features, right? We want to establish trust between officers and the community. We want to make it safer for all involved. So that's the officer and the motorist. And here we believe that mobility really leads to productivity.
Adding to that, another big thing that we see as a huge benefit of those for that are onboarding children that are learning to drive, looking at that as the context of what are my kids doing? How are their driving behaviors out there? This leads to parents having peace of mind, not just for the generational that are just learning to drive, but those that actually have elderly parents, right? We want to know what's going on and we want them to be safe, our families.
So if you have a 16-year-old at home, I'm asking for myself because I do, you can actually sign them up for this program and then you get a text if they did something wrong, correct?
That is correct.
All right, you have my attention, guys.
I guess we buried the lead.
Not only will you be notified if they did something wrong or a warning, but for the first time ever, you can receive positive feedback. So if your son or your daughter is driving in a school zone and they're obeying the school zone speed limit, an officer can actually send them a positive feedback message, which you would get to and be able to see that, hey, thank you for obeying the school zone and keeping our kids safe. And that's never been done before.
You know, one thing that we'd be remiss if we didn't discuss is the fact is there is a lot of trust that's lacking between the community and police. So I think when we're talking to people about this program, they think, why would I voluntarily give all of my information over? What would you say to those people?
Well, the information that we're asking for when you create a profile is information you already give to the Texas DMV and to the police department. They already have that information. It's just your license, your cell phone number, and an email. And that information is already within the police department. The unique feature is that you're voluntarily giving it to it, and it's protected. We are not in the business of selling your information, tracking you, or building any kind of profile that's going to make us any money. That's not what it's about. Not at all.
And to add to that, by design, that was kind of what my role was how to compartmentalize this. So only when it's technically and operationally required would the officers be able to bring that data to their MDT and see it.
Val, you're a former San Antonio police officer. I want to thank you for your service. You came up with this. How would this, if it was in place when you were on the street, how would this have benefited you as an officer?
Well, it improves trust, right? That's what it really does. And I think building that trust between an officer and a motorist is what is high value. And that's exactly what it would do and would have done. And we hope it continues to do.
Another thing, too, is looking at it. One of the things that we see is public safety, right, in general. This is a small concession of information that has the potential of helping everybody that's out there, motorists alike. So think of it this way. When a paramedic shows up to a scene into a car accident, you know, you do have a medical ID app on your phone, but if you're in a wreck, the only thing that the person getting out of the ambulance knows is that you're in a wreck. They have a license plate. By pulling up something that, you know, diabetic, heart condition, cancer patient, things of that nature would help them stabilize anybody that's in these kind of situations. But again, it all goes back to the motorist understanding this is a small concession only available to those that are in the public safety arena.
As far as we know right now, Windcrest is the only place that's really taking part in this program right now. How is that going in Windcrest thus far, since we know that people have already been able to sign up? And have you gotten any responses from other cities who have said, I want in?
Right. We just publicly launched Your Ride at Windcrest, and we have received very positive feedback. It's really exciting. I do have to thank the city leaders there at Windcrest, City Manager, Mr. Castillo, the Chief of Police, and the City Council. The community there is very tight-knit. They've been extremely supportive. And of course, they do have a lot of questions, and we want to really engage with them. And that's part of Trusted Driver, right, is engaging with the community and that process. We want to build the process and make it the experience that's going to make it safer for all. So we're still collecting preliminary data, but we've had people onboarding, the officers have been trained, and we're excited to really get going. And we hope to have support and gain Bexar County and other cities that we've already engaged, not only in Texas, but outside of Texas. So we're engaged with multiple cities across the country.
And I like to add to Val's comment. So when we bring this to play, people are like, what is it? How does it work? And once they figure that out, again, a little bit of education and transparency in the process, they figure it out very quickly. And then immediately what we look at is, what is the end goal? And those are positive outcomes, right? Because this situation of being pulled over on the side of the road has high stress, high anxiety. And right now, there's nothing out there that really does this, supporting this process.
All right, Val Garcia and Aric Jimenez with the Trusted Driver Program. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much for having us and the opportunity.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. We'll be right back.